Hi you all. It is Saturday, August the 11th, 2018. My name is Doris and this is the Knit and Purl Podcast, episode 156. Title is, I Want to Knit Sweaters. And yes, it's whiny because I have projects that I'm making myself get some stuff done on before I cast on all the sweaters that I want to cast on. So, this podcast has a Ravelry group, which is the Knit and Purl Podcast. Also, you can find the show notes for this podcast on knitandpurl-doris.blogspot.com. You will find the links in the down bar below. Easily click on and go look at the show notes and the Ravelry group, and if you feel so inclined, join us. In social media, I am One Fine Cow, all spelled out. On Ravelry and Twitter, I am One Fine Design, the number one. On Facebook and Etsy, and I am Doris M. Smith, all lowercase and smooshed together on Instagram. You can find the links to the social media at the top of the show notes so that you can easily click, go over, look at it, follow me, I'll follow you back. Thank you. In the Ravelry group, I do a birthday shout out every podcast, and this time it is through August 1st through the 15th, and there are 8 birthdays. We have Try Linda, who is Linda, her birthday was on the 1st of August. Miss S. Green, who is Sarah, hers was on the 2nd of August. Elma Combe, who is Linda, hers was on the 3rd. We have Maria Wilhelmini, who is Marita. Her birthday was also on the 3rd. We have This Dove Knits, who is Christina. Her birthday was on the 8th of August. I said October, is August, okay. We have RTN 1946, who is Tammy. Her birthday will be tomorrow, the 12th of August. We have another Yarn 9. Her birthday is on the 13th of August. And finally, Lady in 10, 48, who is Deborah. Her birthday is on the 14th. So happy birthday. I hope that you all did have or will have a wonderful birthday, that you got to spend time with friends and family, that you got good fibery gifts, and that you enjoy your version of a birthday cake. Happy birthday. So that brings us to the Summer Along, which is a PC and scrappy along. You can go to the show notes and read all the specifics, but the rules are you must be a member of the group to qualify for prizes. Any scrappy project that you're working on can be, well, I'm getting lost. Any scrappy PC project that is a WIP or a new project we started the process June 1st and we finish August 31st. Prizes each month. And I just opened the August thread. I'm sorry I was slow at getting that done, but please go over and post your proclamations, and it goes back to August 1st, so do what you do. Prizes each month. For the month of July, there were 2 people who completed the process with a proclamation and a progress picture, and I messaged those 2 via the thread. I might have to go change that since it's a locked thread. Anyway, those 2 people got a $5 giftable pattern from me for their participation. Prizes by random number generator. I'm sorry, I'm just like blah, all over the place, but if you can go to the thread in the Ravelry group and read through them and ask questions if you need to. So that's all of that. Story of the week and stash enhancement. It's just been a normal 2 weeks working and not anything major special. I did complete a few things, and I'm going to show you my craft fail that I forgot to show you last week. I started these slippers that you use the flip-flop, and then you use cotton yarn, and yeah, I don't enjoy it. I don't know. I may pick it up later and try again, but it was fiddly and I just didn't enjoy it, and then when I tried it, it didn't look like it was going to fit me. So that's the craft fail. So I paid 88 cents for the flip-flops. We'll see. I don't know if I'll get back or not. We'll see. But that was the fail that I failed to show you last time. I don't remember if I shared with you or not. My baby brother, who lives with me, had a heart attack on June 11th, and he had stents put in, but they said that he had a blockage at the top that they didn't know if he might have to have an open heart surgery to repair. He had another heart cath that really didn't get any news. They didn't get a good picture. So when I got home from work Wednesday, I was expecting that he was having a procedure on Thursday. I wasn't sure. We weren't really sure what was going on Thursday, but when I got home Wednesday night, Charles said, they're just going to do the cath, measure my heart, and then I'm scheduled for an open heart surgery on Monday. Which was not great news. But Thursday we went and he had a heart cath where they measured and looked at all of his blockages and stuff. But thank God for people praying and whatever, they found out that the one clog that they thought was worse than expected was not near as bad as they thought. He only had like 5% blood flow loss in his heart. They put a stent in that clot and he's done. No open heart surgery on Monday, which thank you God. And he gets to go back to work in a week after being off since June 11th. So wow, awesome, wonderful news. So that was a very, very wonderful blessing that we received this week. And next weekend is the annual Bull Flow trip. Please pray for no broken bones or any mishaps during that. It'd be much appreciated. And I did purchase the Potluck pullover by Victoria Zakin. I'm going to pull it up for you. I can't pronounce the name, but it's a pullover that she actually used minis. I'll try to show you the picture. Awesome. I saw it, somebody else, I think it was Knitting I Love, Barbara from Knitting I Love, made one with two colors, but I really want to knit this. With all of this extra sock yarn. But I haven't cast it on yet because I've got another sweater on the needles and other projects that need to be finished. So that's coming soon. I love the pattern, it's awesome. So I did not find a health pearl. I do have some finished objects. The first thing I'm going to show you is not on the notes list because I don't know what to say. I made a thing. It's a thing. I'm trying to get where you can focus and see. So I used leftover yarn from a Karen cake, And I just started in the round and I knit up to where I thought, oh, this could be the waist. And then I striped in the next color. It's like, this is maybe the blouse. Then I did the regular pink for the head and I started some decreases and made the head. Stuffed it, put in my safety eyes and nose, which I got from Etsy. And I borrowed the ears from the pattern, Kitty Bean pattern. And I came up with the arms on my own, just kind of like, I think it was like 6 stitches and knit down and made the one hand is bigger than the other. Which, don't we have one hand bigger than the other? You know, never. And then I didn't really want to like fold it and have it flat like this, so I ended up crocheting a disc and attaching it to the bottom, and I chose black because I thought maybe it could be her shoes. I'm calling it a her. It's an it. It's a thing. I don't know. I thought it was cute. Let me know what you think. I just did it on the fly. It's cute. It stands up. And I made it. And I'm not sure, and I didn't go back and look, but between last podcast and this podcast, I knit 2 Grandma's Favorite dishcloths, and I knit them at the wrong gauge, and I ripped them out, and I reknit this one. This is with the Karen cotton. The Grandma's Favorite dishcloth is a free pattern on Ravelry, which is linked in the show notes, and it is by Ruth Slate. I ended up going down to US 8s because the fabric I got with the other needles, 10.5, was not appropriate for a dishcloth washcloth. So I reknit that. This was knit twice. And I started the second one. This is the second one knitted again with the cotton. I'm using US 8s, the, what do you call them? They're the clover, US 8. It's almost done. That's it on that horizon. I have the Kanita Kerchief Tank, which is a free pattern on Ravelry, crochet pattern by Jennifer Ozils. The yarn I'm using is Lion Brand Ice Cream Big Scoop in the color Moon Mist. The hook I used was a USJ, and I started it June 30th. And this thing should be done, but it's not. I did 2 of the seams for the top. I did this seam and this seam, and this will separate from the front to the back. So what I did, obviously I had the color of the yarn that I'm using to seam is a multicolor, and I use the invisible seam so that you cannot see the color that is in between these. And it was, if you can see by the string hanging, it was purple, but the invisible seam is amazing, and I learned it with the putting together of my poncho that I crocheted recently. So anyway, I got 2 seams done, and I have 2 more seams, 1 more alone, and then I will crochet the straps and it'll be done. Hopefully tomorrow during laundry I can finish the other 2 seams and start on the finishing of this tank, because I really want it to be done to wear to one of the concerts at the Bull Float trip. It's kind of like, I can't really, anyway. Can you guys get a look at my t-shirt I purchased. There's a big cow head and it says, "Not today, heifer." Sorry, I couldn't resist it. It was a Facebook purchase. I saw it and I'm like, I have to have that shirt. I must have that shirt. That had nothing to do with the works in progress, but I was standing up and, you know, whatever. The next work in progress is the pinwheel shawl, which is a free pattern from Yarnspirations, on Ravelry from Yarnspiration Design Studio. The yarn I'm using is Knit Picks Brava Sport in Cotton Candy and Rouge, the colors, and I'm using a USF. And it's in my Knit Spin Farm bag by Joanne Springs. Trying to get a picture of this. It's a shawl wrap that you do the blocks and you seam them together. And it's kind of boho, kind of cute. This one uses multicolors. Mine is a 2-color. What I got accomplished this past 2 weeks, it's not a lot. I did finish a cotton candy block. And I started, and I'm like on I finished row 8 of this one of 11. So I'm almost finished with the Rouge one. And I have a lot more blocks to do. So I have 3 pink ones and 3 Rouge ones. It'll be 4 Rouge ones. That's 7. Yeah. Like I have to really. So 7 of 21 are done. So 14 more to go. Hopefully I will have enough yarn, or I might make it smaller. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how long lasting this project is. It's not a sweater. I want to save one of the sweaters to do knit a sweater in a month in November. Anyway, the final work in progress is the novelty, which is a paid for pattern, and that is only available as a kit from Craftsy, which is now Blueprint, as everyone knows, by Laura Nelkin. The yarn is Cloudborne Pima Cotton DK yarn in fuchsia colorway. The needles I'm using are US 4s 3.5, my Knit Pro Zing interchangeable needle, 32-inch circular, and I started this on the 24th of June. I have 2 balls attached now. So here is where I was the last time, and I got a good amount done considering these rows are really long. But I actually separated for the neckline, or the neck hole. So yay! And there's 2 balls attached to my yarn. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not gotten up. I got a good amount done. These rows are really long. And I was really nervous about the splitting part. But to be honest, all you gotta do is go on YouTube and, oh shoot. Shoot. There's like, oh gosh, I lost 2 stitches. Maybe more. Great podcasting we have going here. But let me get those on the needles. And yeah, I lost a stitch somewhere. We'll sort that out later. Or, oh, 1, 2, 3. No, I didn't. They're all here. Ah! What was I saying? Oh, there are tutorials listed in the pattern and through Grocery Girls Craftsy page for each step of the sweater, and it's very helpful. So that's what I did. I went and looked at a tutorial of the what you needed to do to split, and it's very simple. I'm not, because I want to knit all the other sweaters, I guess I'm not enjoying it as much as I should be, but spinning, I'm still working on the Anzula hand spun Stargazer. This is how much I have left to spin. Then plying, I don't know why, I just low mojo on everything. So, Pinterest is a sweater that I want to knit. And I'm going to knit it because I have yarn in this, in that bag right there, that I'm going to knit this sweater. It is it's a Pinterest. You can click on the link for the Pinterest and see this gorgeous, it's called a sweatshirt sweater. I want this sweater. It's got a kangaroo pocket and I'm dying. I want this sweater. Ah! Thank you, that didn't bust. Okay. In this color. In my shepherd's wool that I've had in my stash for a while. I thought it was going to be a cardigan. Now I want it to be a sweatshirt sweater. Sometime it will be cast on. Anyway, in the down bar below and in the bottom of the show notes is a link to my Etsy store. Please go over, have a look around, and if you find something that you can't live without, I will happily sell it to you and ship it to you fast as lightning. Thank you all so much for coming and spending some of your precious time with me. Please give a thumbs up, leave a comment below, go over and check out the Ravelry group and join us and help spruce it up a little bit. And I would thank you so much. And I will see you in 2 weeks for the next episode of the Knit and Purl podcast. Bye, you guys.